Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Since last time, I took care of all my gambling needs off-screen, and as you can see, I now have 3 Flame Shields, 2 Genji Armors, and the Minerva on Celis. As far as my setup goes, nothing out of the ordinary, Marvel shoes all around except for Edgar. And Sabin has the Atlas Armlet and Poison Claw, and you want to make sure he's in the front row. So now that we have our airship and literally the entire world is open to us, what's first on the agenda? Well, side quests, of course. Come on, should have seen that one coming. So we want to go back to Solitary Island because now that we have the airship, we could pick up this Magicite. The Palador Esper. One of my favorites to summon, actually. Let's take a look at that. Makes your entire party jump for 1 round. It's pretty good. And you can learn Haste 2 and Slow 2. Same thing as the lower level versions, however Haste 2 affects your entire party and Slow 2 affects multiple enemies. So those are pretty nice. And yes, I'm aware that in the last episode I said the Genji armor was the best piece of armor for melee fighters. And that's not exactly the case. I only said that because it is more universally available to melee characters, as opposed to the other, I think it's 2 or maybe 3 pieces of armor that they are a little stronger than the Genji armor, but they're exclusive to only like 1 or 2 characters, so it's not really the same. And one of them requires very specific conditions to be met in order for you to even get the bonus, so there's that too. But the first thing I want to do is go back and check on Terra, see how she's doing. See if she's feeling any better since last time we were here. Caterin's gone. You mean like dead? Or is she just gone? Oh, okay, she's not dead. Whew. Uh-oh. She must be coughing. That's how it was in Dragon Warrior 5, remember? Your wife started getting dizzy and coughing, and the next thing you know, out comes the baby. Do all of you say similar things? Yeah. What is this, Breath of Fire? No, we'll be getting to that one in the near future, but that is one thing that NPCs suffer from in that game, is that a lot of the times, multiple NPCs in a village say the same thing. I don't know why. But anyways, what we want to do now is come over here, and I guess he won't talk to us, he's too busy being emo, and follow the dog down a secret passage. Yeah, this is where Terra and whatever her name is. Hey, you guys! Speaking of that, I heard a rumor that they're making a sequel to the Goonies. I don't know how I'm supposed to take that information. It's been, what, 30 years since the first one came out, and they just now decide to make a sequel? Supposedly, it's going to be about their kids and some kind of adventure that they go on, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try and keep an open mind about that one. Uh-oh. Funbaba? Black sheep, have you any wool? No. Well, it looks like Funbaba's come back for more, so it's going to be up to us to punch his face in. Alright, it's boss time against Funbaba. Essentially the exact same thing as before. He's weak to poison, so that's why I have Sabin set up the way I do. You want to go with Bio, with Celis, jump with Edgar, because even Holy does pretty decent damage. And Setzer, I really don't care what you do, because you're about to get replaced. Yeah, I like to recruit Terra first because she is one of my most powerful characters, and Setzer, Yeah, he's not doing a whole lot. Oh man. What Baba Breath does is it randomly removes 2 of your characters, and unluckily for Baba, he kept Celis in the battle, so he's about to get fucked. It's morphin' time! For boss time against Baba. Now the cool thing about this battle is that Terra is permanently morphed. It's the only battle in the game where she is so. And the game automatically equips her with the optimized equipment you have in your inventory. So unfortunately she doesn't have a mystery veil or any relics, but she does have an enhancer. Yeah, 2 spellcasters going with bio every round. Oh man. Yeah, the Minerva, pretty overpowered. What am I doing? Come on. Yeah, we got him. Alright. And this time he actually dies. You can tell because he disintegrates like all good bosses. In case you guys are wondering, the game kind of intends for you to recruit Cyan first, which is why it basically holds your hand and takes you to where he is, but I like getting Terra first. This scene kind of reminds me of the scene in Hook where Robin Williams first makes it back to Neverland and all the Lost Boys don't think it's Peter Pan. But then you have that one little guy. He's like the runt, you know? You know, he walks up to him and he's looking at his eyes, his belly, he's playing with his face, and he can tell it is Peter Pan. And as soon as he does, then all of a sudden, all the other Lost Boys are like, hey, it really is him. That's what this scene always reminded me of. Because, like, you have the one little girl who recognizes Terra, and then all of a sudden, all the kids recognize Terra. Well, gee, you think? Psychosis? Oh, okay, love. Hooray for inspirational messages. And now we have Terra back in our party. Yes. One very little known fact about this part in the game is when Terra rejoins your party, she can stay morphed a lot longer than she could before. So what I want to do now is board the airship, change out my party members, rearrange my setup, and I'll be right back. Alright, got my party set up the way I wanted to. No surprise, I replaced Setzer with Terra. As far as my equipment goes, I have the experience eggs in place of marble shoes for Terra, Celis, and Edgar. For Espers, I want Terra on Zone Seek, Celis on Maidowin, and Edgar on Bismarck still to boost their strength and magic, respectively. Sabin is pretty much the best stuff I have available at the moment with earrings and sprint shoes, and Edgar is on the Atlas armlet instead of the Dragoon setup, so his drill and chainsaw will do more damage, because where we're going next, I believe it's mostly single target DPS, so yeah, Dragoon setup not that important, and besides, I want to try to get him some levels. So, let's see. The next place I want to go is just over here. Yeah, you recognize this music. This is the Veld. But before we go in that cave, I'm going to save my game. Alright, let's see how things have changed. Cave in the Veld. Oh hey, it's a little doggy. Ah, a new enemy, Toe Cutter. In fact, I believe this is the only enemy in the entire cave. A good fire spell should be enough to take them out. Or a drill. If you use a physical attack, they'll counter with Doomsicle. And it's very weak, but it does drain your HP. But it's really nothing to worry about. Hey, Edgar gained a level. Awesome. Let's talk to these guys first. Ah, yeah, this is the game's clue that Gaw is on the Veld, as if that's a surprise. Reduce the number of people in your party if you want him to approach you. Now, that tripped me up the first time I played this game. I remember as a kid I spent almost hours on the Veld with a full party trying to find Gaw, and if you have a full party, he'll never show up, just like this guy says. So you have to reduce your party size to 3 or less if you want to recruit Gaw. And that's essentially all you do. I'll be doing that later. Now the other guy says there's a fearsome dragon in a cave, or not a cave, a forest to the north. So we'll have to keep that in mind for later. I know I've said that quite a bit ever since we've been in the world of Ruin, but yeah, it's pretty much a given. Yeah, you know, anytime you go to a new location or a new town, you're going to find new information. So I just kind of feel like saying that, so you guys can remember what to do if you want to recruit people. And here we get a Rage Ring. We can't put that to use quite yet. Yes, a hidden passage in this cave over here. Uh-oh, got a monster to deal with first. The Aloe Bear. Let's see who goes first. Actually, I want to let him go first, just in case he uses Death. Yeah, he will. But it missed, alright. And you do not have the life spell, so best way to take care of this guy is a Phoenix Down. Or you can kill me, that works too. Yeah, this guy is undead, so you can go with fire spells, or the life spell, or a Phoenix Down, whatever. But for defeating him, we get the Tiger Fang, Sabin's most powerful weapon. And compared to a Dragon Claw, it is better in every way. Very nice weapon. Good stat boosts, too. Oracle can take this guy out now. Or we could just mess up. That works too. Man, I'm really noobing up today. Poison Rod. Guess we could sell it for some money. So if Gaw is outside on the Veld, what are we doing inside this cave? Even though Edgar starts to plateau in the world of Ruin, he's still pretty decent early on. By the way, hit this switch here, and you move that rock above us. But here we get the Striker, or the Ichigeki, depending on which version you're playing. Remember, there was that old woman that told us there was a mean guy at the Colosseum who was looking for that. So, we're going to want to hang on to that for a little bit. No, still not strong enough. I guess I should get him some earrings, but then I won't have sprint shoes. Hey, it's Shadow! Alright! Oh man, you don't look too good. Well, we gotta save him. Now, interestingly enough, if you did not wait for Shadow on the floating continent, Interceptor will still be here, but another character will take Shadow's place. Man, Savin, you're pretty quick with that dark gear. If only we had a way to increase the speed of other characters. Sadly, we do not. For now. But you know what? I don't know why I'm even going for that save point. Before we go in there, though, yeah, the experience eggs, not going to be useful anymore. Aw, game? Oh, game. Now you're just fucking with me. Okay, now let's go in here. Well, we gotta get down to Shadow. On the home! Uh-oh. What's that? It's boss time against the senior behemoth. This guy's pretty straightforward. Marble Shoes will take care of all of our defensive needs. And Fire and Holy will take care of all of our offensive needs. I still can't get over how cool that enemy model is. Talk about intimidating. Not quite as intimidating as Atma Weapon, but still pretty good. Alright, we got him. Wait, what? It's boss time! Once again for the senior behemoth. Best way to get rid of this guy is go with life, because he is undead. Good job, Square Enix. Good job. And for defeating that boss, we get the almighty behemoth suit. And a Thunderblade, alright. Now the behemoth suit is the best piece of equipment in the game for Realm and Strago. But it's also one of the best things you can wager for Auntie at the Colosseum. Yeah, we can't do anything for her here. Slight spoiler as to who takes Shadow's place. Yeah. The game really does not intend Shadow to survive the floating continent. And if you can't already tell, if Shadow's not here, you'll find Realm, and you take her back to Thamasa, all the same. Now the good thing about that boss battle is that it's not really a boss battle. You can run into that senior behemoth on the Veldt and acquire even more behemoth suits. Which is what I want to do. I'll do it off screen, of course, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do that. But I highly recommend that you pick up at least 3 in total. Hey, flashback. Well, who's that guy? Well, this is obviously Thamasa. We'll learn more about that later. But for now, it looks like Shadow needs a rest. He was in pretty bad shape. Oh, we can't sleep there? Oh yeah, nothing to fear when you have a badass ninja dog standing guard. Whoops. Kind of ruined that whole line. Oh well. But now, let's take a look at that behemoth suit. If only it turns your character into a behemoth. That would be awesome, walking around with a behemoth sprite. There we go, made of behemoth hide. Yeah, this is what I meant about how we're going to run into a lot of very powerful but character restricted equipment. This is specific to Strago and Realm. But check that out, all stats plus 6 and more physical defense than the Genji armor. So yeah, that's all we can do here, but you know what, I really want sprint shoes on somebody. Okay, so Shadow, he's in no shape to help us out right now, so yeah, we got time on this episode. What I'm going to do now is actually meet you back at the Coliseum, and what we're going to do is wager the Striker to find out who this mean character is. Alright, we're here at the Coliseum. And for your setup, it doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, real quick, this Hardened Dagger that we got on the Floating Continent, if you wager that and win, you'll get the Murasame Katana, which if you remember from my Gladiator video just a few episodes back, you can use the Murasame to start a sequence of battles where eventually you'll come out on top with a Pearl Lance. So if you really want to get a second Pearl Lance, you could. I'm not going to, but it is an option. And yes, I know you can wager Genji gloves to get Thunder Shields, which then give you Genji shields, but I'm a fan of the Genji gloves, so I won't be doing that. At least right now. Okay, so let's wager the Striker, which randomly kills an enemy. Sweet, I like weapons that do that. What the? Shadow Chupon? Wait, do we have to fight 2 people at once? What's going on, game? Ah, Shadow's theme. Anytime you hear this theme is a good time. But yeah, you wager the Striker and you fight Shadow, and it is pretty much impossible to lose because he has no equipment and he doesn't throw anything. So all you gotta do is hit him like a few times and you win. If you let Shadow die in the Floating Continent and you wager the Striker, you'll fight Chupon. And you can't win that battle right now, so basically what you do is you fight Chupon, he'll use Sneeze, knock you out of battle, and you lose. Or we could just shove a lightning bolt up Shadow's ass. Go Terra! What are you doing here? You're supposed to be resting. Yeah, you got nothing better to do. And alright, that is how you recruit Shadow, who is waiting for us on the airship. But that's all I want to do for this episode, so when we come back next time, I will have rearranged my party and my setup once again, and we'll continue doing something. Until then, you guys, take care, have a good day, and like always, thanks for watching.